First things first, in the last video I uploaded, I showed you how I cut my finger. That's the second injury, significant injury, that keeps me from working out and doing martial arts, I might add, in less than 3 weeks. Less than the last 3 weeks. Right now, on my way, I was about to go to the bathroom and do some little touch-ups before I made this video, and I dropped something on my fucking foot. Imagine if I went back to the fucking emergency room. Heavily drugged yesterday. And before any of this happened, the last two things that happened today alone, I told you very clearly that I was heavily drugged. So my behavior and the injuries definitely have to do with that. I've been talking about mind-body connection for quite some time. Okay? And before that, I talked about how the psych meds make you feel like a zombie, and you're either stuck on SAD, or if you're on antidepressants too, you're stuck on ecstatic feeling, like a fucking weirdo. Either way, it's bad for you. I have 4 stitches in my finger, okay? This is part of why 500,000 people died annually in Western countries alone from psychiatric medication, because it messes up their coordination. Older people slip and hit their head and die, and this happens a lot. You would think it wouldn't happen that much, but when on these psych meds, you're more prone to injury. And these aren't small injuries that's happened to me. One was a major back injury. They had me out for a week. Well, not the worst back injury in the world. It was a significant back injury. They had me out for a week, and I'm still sore, And the other, I have 4 stitches in my finger. Okay? Now, you could say something stupid along the lines of, well, you shouldn't have been training with a sharp knife. I think a lot of martial arts instructors and people of this nature would laugh at that. They'd say, wow. Yes, it's true, some martial arts do train with rubber equipment and wooden sticks and so on. But to tell a martial artist that you shouldn't be training with their weapon of choice, or, with a sharp weapon, is just, it's a sick idea. You may as well tell a Marine, you shouldn't be training with a rifle. It's dangerous. But I'm not going to explore that. Let's just keep this simple. I'm dealing with a lot of simple-minded cops and feds and unscrupulous rich people. I actually had gang stalkers laughing. They know that I'm right, and they're laughing. And you'll have people who say something stupid along the lines of, well, whenever anything goes wrong, he wants to blame it on the psych meds. Well, actually, this is like, I have a rash on my neck, and I have 4 stitches in my finger, and I'm still haven't completely recovered from a back injury a week before last Sunday. 2 Sundays ago. Sunday before last. Okay? For all you grammar people, let's not forget the speech patterns it messes up. Let's not forget the erratic behavior it causes. And let's not forget when you provoke me, and the idea, when I notice that I'm being drugged, the anger, it is infuriating. And I have other people who have gone through the same thing, who have been force medicated, on record saying that it infuriates them, who have been covertly medicated, on record saying it's infuriating. So this idea that somehow, it's all a joke, Look, basically this is the armband. I can't really show you my name, but that's the armband from the hospital. This is not, fine. You know what? I will do it. I wasn't going to show you, but I'll show you. So I think people need to truly see how serious this is. Right now my finger is numb as fuck. I had 4 fucking shots to numb it in my finger. Okay? I didn't want to waste this Band-Aid, but I think this is pretty important. Come on. I gotta take out the Band-Aid with one fucking hand. Understanding this is pretty ridiculous. Okay. Oh gosh, disgusting. Oh gosh, this is sick. Alright, I'll do it. 4 stitches, you pieces of shit. Okay, I've been training with weapons for years and years. I got my first martial arts Chinese broadsword when I was 15 or 16 years old. Okay? Never cut myself before. You lowly dogs start covertly medicating me. Now I'm injured, cutting myself. I dropped the fucking thing on my foot. in the last 3 weeks. And that last thing could have been, you know, imagine if that caused a major cut, you know, and I had to go back to the emergency room. I have any idea how ridiculous that would be, you know? And then, let's not forget these people know my father, and I could get into that. And then there's this rash on my neck. I thought it might have been from the light bulbs. It turns out it's probably not from the light bulb. I switched the light bulb. It's not from the you know, that energy efficient UV ray producing light bulb. You know, the swirly one, the short swirly one, whatever it's called. It actually is from the covert drugging. Okay? I mean, look at all these problems you're causing. How could it possibly help anyone? And then you would force medicate somebody on this when you can't even prove that they have a mental disorder in the first place. So I have to go over this time and time again. And you see how, because they're doing this to me, I'm speaking on it. I think every targeted individual should speak on psychiatry, because the major reason people will not believe you goes back to psychiatry. The major hurdle, the major obstacle between you and exposing what's going on is psychiatry. Okay? Because they're the ones who say, well, they must be suffering from a mental disorder if they believe the government is persecuting them, if they believe a lot of people are after them, if they believe that they're using these weapons that, even though you can show them, hey, on record they have these weapons, that's not going to change their mind, because they're not reasonable. They're not fair. And here I am making this video at night knowing that it messes up my features. My features are messed up, you know, by the camera. Okay? I threw on a dress shirt real fast. You know, I said, I gotta make this right now. I was thinking about what to say while I'm drugged up. And when they gave me the tetanus shot, I had to wonder, is this headache from the tetanus shot? Is it upset stomach from the tetanus shot? Is this excessive drowsiness from the tetanus shot? Or did they put something else in it? And so I look up when I get home, yep, it probably is from the tetanus shot. Thank God. Thank God. You know? And there are coincidences. You know, I'd like to, you know, the people notice two things. One, I didn't, you know, I logically ruled out that the idea that they put psychomeds in the shot. And two, or any other kind of drug besides the tetanus shot, before I went there, before this happened, I was watching a clip kind of late. You know, I don't keep up with this type of stuff. I hear about it late. The game knocked out this rapper named Stitch, or one of the game's entourage knocked out this rapper named Stitches. And within a couple hours, I'm going to the emergency room to get stitches. I could have said, well, the government put it in my head and programmed me to cut myself. And they don't. No, I was very logical, very insightful, very perceptive, very intuitive. I came to the correct conclusion quickly. The idea that I'm observing myself, and you know, and even in computer science, in software engineering, you make an error, you know, you have to work it out. You say, well, why didn't this program work? You know, what's stopping me? What's stopping this program from working? It's the same thing. I've always had that trait, that quality about myself, the characteristic. I say, well, what is going on in my life? And it is the environment. That's what's stopping me. It is the covert drugging. It is the provocation. It is the denial in society. This mainstream denial. It's not necessarily white denial. You know, it's mainstream denial. Everyone who sees things the way that the mainstream society wants you to see it is in fucking denial. Okay? Very sad. Very sad. If I had killed myself training martial arts, if I had slipped on the fucking basketball court, hit my head and died, these people would not be held responsible. So yes, for many reasons they are trying to kill me. Sabotaging my love life could lead me to do some rash shit. You know, lesser men will try to rape a woman and get killed doing a home invasion or something, or killed by the police after they do it, or whatever. Okay? People kill themselves when they're financially sabotaged, romantically sabotaged. You know, look it up. One of the reasons for suicide has to do with losing, you know, losing a loved one way or another, whether it's death or whether they break it up. You know, romantic issues. You know, last time I read, when I was younger, I read a thing that said 12% of gang-related homicides are romantically related. So these are serious issues that can cause someone to kill themselves. So they're trying to kill me in many different fucking ways. Okay? And they know that Aaron Alexis and Myron May and countless others have flipped out and, ended up getting killed, hurting people, shooting people, what have you. Okay? There's no excuse for what they're doing. It's evil. It's wrong. They're demonic. Real Christians, the problems here are spiritual bottom feed. And you'll have people say, well, if you change your philosophy about this, excuse me? Excuse me? If I change my stance about the philosophies that have enabled them to do this to me, then you'll help me? Wow. Wow. That's like you're being persecuted by the Nazis, and someone comes up to you and says, you know what? If you change your stance on eugenics, I'll help you. If you change your stance on Nazism, I'll help you. And make it about something else. That's the philosophy that's persecuting me in the first place. And how stupid is that? You may as well say, if you start talking about fucking pink poodles instead, I'm gonna help you out. Well, that's great to know, but you're a fucking coward, a traitor to God. Shut up. Anyway. So, that's really all I wanted to say now. And if you can't understand why I'm upset that I have, 4 stitches in my hand, fucking a hurt foot, a hurt fucking back, all because of these psych drugs messing up my coordination, my dexterity, my precision, my mind-body-soul connection. If you can't understand why I'm the top martial artist who had a $3,000 challenge for fucking in 10 days, 2 years exactly, even though I'm being covertly drugged, you're a fucking idiot. You're a dumbass. Okay? You're a fucking idiot. And if you're thinking of, getting froggy because I'm injured, or you're thinking of accepting my top martial arts challenge, well, I'll tell you like this. If you're thinking of getting froggy, I'll still fucking kill you. And if you're thinking of accepting my top martial arts challenge, well, guess what? You're going to have to wait. I can't even make a fist with my fucking left hand. So, it's what it is. You're a bunch of fucking cowards who did not stand with me. All but a few of my viewers, you're complete cowards, okay? When you're living in a state where your kids are victims of pedophiles all the time, and if you call them out on it, you'll be put in a psych ward and your children taken away for more pedophiles to run trains on them, you asked for it. I don't feel sorry for you. Those people feel, you don't feel sorry for you? I don't feel sorry for you. When your wife is getting a fucking train ran on her by a bunch of satanic dogs, I don't feel sorry for you. When you do one little thing wrong and you fucking get abused by the New World Order, I don't feel sorry for you. When you do everything right and they make you marry your daughter to some fat fucking greasy fucking satanic dog, I don't feel sorry for you. When they take your guns and rape you in the fucking ass, I don't feel sorry for you. When your gay boss makes you suck his dick and toss his salad to keep your job, I don't feel sorry for you. When some satanic feminist demands you give up your religion and starts paying tribute to Satan, I don't feel sorry for you. When some atheist dog pushes their philosophies that allow the worst criminals to do what they do and to keep extorting people, insider trading, white-collar crime, racketeering, extortion, human trafficking, I don't feel sorry for you. Because I was the best chance humanity will ever have ever again to take on the New World Order. And you people sat there like cowards. And the only offers to help me out I ever got, if you stop talking about the philosophies that are oppressing you, maybe we'll help you out. Wow. Okay, I'm going to end this by saying this, okay? The worst, most harmful philosophies in society are controlled opposition. Because not only are they contributing to the New World Order, but they're taking the energies, the people, the human resources of everyone who would oppose the New World Order as uncontrolled opposition otherwise, and they're putting them into a waste container. The controlled opposition are the biggest offenders. I mean, the scum are scum. They're scum. But you're lower than they are. A wolf in sheep's clothes is lower than a fucking wolf. I'll leave it to you to figure that out, you idiots.